And then they saw me in a bra, and that was it.
What's going on, Pearl Jam nerds? You are listening to Podcast Theory.
Paul?
You're listening to Paul? Oh my God.
Want me to do it?
Do you want to?
That was awesome. I'll do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
I will do it.
Yeah, you get that
Let's do
confidence. All right, go for it.
What is up, Pearl Jam nerds? You are listening to Single Podcast Theory, the B&B Experience. I'm Brad Blazek.
And I'm Brad Lyons.
Boom. What's up, bro?
What's up, bud?
See, dude? My life has changed.
I know, you just were like, you pulled a fucking Bill O'Reilly. You're like, fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm going to do the intro this time.
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, you feeling good?
Loving life. Loving
Man,
all
I
my peeps.
love, where your head is at right now. This is awesome.
I just hope it lasts. Please, God.
Oh my God.
Please let this last.
Hey,
this
Brad. Hey, Brad.
Yeah,
Brad.
it's not gonna last.
Guess what?
What? You're not
won't.
recording?
It won't last. It's already
I know,
dying
dude.
as we
Can't-
speak.
I know.
No, I mean, I was
What are we-
being a
what's
little...
the show today?
What's that?
What are we doing? What are we talking about?
I don't know, man. Oh my God.
How are you doing?
How am
You
I
having a
doing?
good day? Yeah, you having a good
I'm
day?
good, man. Kind of gotten used to the...
I know it's not gonna last. Can't you just let me have this?
Oh my God.
Sorry, I just blew the speakers out, didn't I?
No.
I should have backed off of that.
You blew your temper out, though. Unnecessarily. I think you should apologize to me.
I'm
And our
sorry,
listeners.
Brad. I know. I shouldn't have yelled at you and the listeners.
Is that the example you want to set, Brad B?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, we've
man.
got. We have a listener named Randy Sobel,
Yep.
and he is starting his own Pearl Jam podcast,
Well, hell yeah.
and it's called Live on Four Legs, and they're going to be talking. Yeah, they're going to be talking about like live shows, kind of way more in depth than we do.
Oh, that's great. We need to.
I need to set an example to those guys. His buddy Matt is helping him out too. So
Well, good luck, Randy. It's a lot of fun and a lot of work. How do you talk to him about like how often it's going to air, or is it just as they get them done?
I think it's once a week. I don't know.
Cool.
I'm sure it is, and it's like I said, it's called Live on Four Legs. It's probably this is coming out on like Thursday at midnight or Wednesday at midnight.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thursday,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter. Their show is supposed to be dropping on Friday the 7th.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So the day after this.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Can't wait to check it out. I will.
Yeah.
Can you already subscribe to it? Do you know? Or is it? It'll show up on Friday.
They're on the socials, but I don't think you can go like onto Apple and find it yet. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just be on the lookout for it. Live
I'm
on
so
four
prepared.
legs.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
But yeah, Randy's a good dude. He's emailed into us before.
Oh yeah, I know the name for sure.
And then he I mean, I should have sent him your way, but he was asking me for advice on like all the technical stuff. So it might not be out on Friday.
See, what you got to do is you gotta speak into the magic box that lights up,
Right.
and then you hit a button and it sends it through the internet, which is a series of pneumatic tubes that runs through Alaska. Is that what you told him?
I told him, first, get yourself a slide whistle. Second, get yourself, a laptop. And third, get yourself a Brad Lyons.
Oh yeah, dude. I actually wasn't. I wasn't expecting that at the end there.
Well, I know.
You know.
That's what I needed. That's all I need. That's what changed my life.
Is it Brad Lyons?
Was that number 3? Yeah.
Man, you're making me feel special.
Oh, good. You should, man.
Thanks, bud.
You see, I know you are like hesitant with the social media stuff and texting, but there's a lot of good stuff going on out there. People really making me feel good online.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad
So-
that it's being used for the forces of good.
Yeah.
Besides, who's not gonna like Brad B? You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
You're like, you want me to go down the list?
Yeah. How much time you got?
Oh God, we're just 100% rambling, which maybe
Let's not.
maybe that's kind of the theme of the
Hey,
show
man,
because
This is the B&B experience.
Yeah, it's laid back,
like
bro.
jazz, man.
oh my God, is this you talking
can
right
do-
now?
We can do whatever we want on this episode.
You're the one that was having a total and complete fucking come apart not 6 minutes ago. Well, it's just that I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what this show is. Actually, I think I was recording when you did that, and maybe that's what I'll put at the end of the episode this time.
All right, what now? What are we doing? We ready? We good? Can you hear me? Oh my God. All right, so we're good? Everything's good?
Or maybe I just inserted it. We don't know
Right
yet.
there. Yeah, you want to clap? Well, you got a thing. You got like a clicker, right? you can.
I mean, that's the technical term. You might want to find something more, for the layperson. Something a little simpler than clicker.
Like you could push a space bar to mark the moment in time that you want to throw something back in.
Yeah, spacebar, clicker, whichever.
Right. I prefer a clicker. Oh shit.
Unbelievable. All right. So
Did you see real quick?
Yeah.
On Instagram, did you see that little kid singing along to?
I
Breath?
actually did hop on Instagram today,
Insane!
and that made me extremely happy.
Isn't it It's the greatest thing ever.
Absolutely.
That's little Joshua, and his parents and his mom, especially Christina. I've talked to her. Like I met her through the porch, and I saw them. They went to Wrigley 2016.
Huh.
And I got to see them after the show, like when the show like let out. They were kind of hanging out in their little section, and I like walked by and I was like, oh, hey, we got to talk. And then I don't think I told you this, but like when you were all pissed off and left me in the GA when it started raining, and I kind of hung back,
Yeah.
I ran into her and her husband.
Oh, cool.
So
That's awesome.
but yeah, man, I saw that today, and I'm like, this is the great. He's so happy. You know what I mean? And he's like singing,
I was
and I'm
jealous.
like, yeah, because you're not that happy.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
Well,
this
I didn't mean it
man.
like that. Sounds terrible. I'm happy. I'm a happy
Yeah, I
person.
know.
I just mean, I don't know.
I'm
not
just
that happy.
I'm just like 25 plus years later, and this band is still making people feel that joy.
Yeah. It's
And
important.
I'm like, that's how I feel when I hear that song.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Agreed.
all right, let's do this.
Let's
Are
do
we
this.
recording?
Let's roll the tape of the recording. I'm like, I didn't realize this is like unintentionally, of course, but this is our laziest B&B experience ever. Because all we're doing right now is introing this
Dude, my
car
my
audio.
notebook, my handwritten notebook
Yeah.
notes is completely blank. I have nothing written down because I didn't know what we were doing.
Does that make you feel sad?
Kinda.
Yeah, figured.
Oh, dude, I know what we can talk about.
What?
Yesterday was the 4th of September,
Oh yeah, it was our 1 year.
our one
Honey.
year anniversary. Yeah, thank you, dear.
We did it. We made it a year.
I can't believe it.
No, man. Once we got a few episodes deep, I was like, yeah, this could go on for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
I was not that confident in myself. I knew you could do it, but I figured you'd be like, yeah, dude, it's not working.
Well, I wouldn't have started publishing the episodes if I felt that way. I knew from the first one.
Sneaky.
I published them right away. Remember?
Are we
recorded,
ever
then
going to hear the alternate reality single podcast theory?
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, good God. Let's intro this because let's set the stage. This is actually a recording. We recorded a bunch of stuff and last week's episode, the 4.5 hour behemoth that I still edited out of to get to 4.5 hours actually.
Yeah, dude, congrats. I was really excited how much positive feedback we got.
Yeah, there's episodes every once in a while you're like, oh God, we might lose some people on this one.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I think that, the response is quite the opposite. So
yeah.
Thanks for everyone that actually listened to all 4.5 hours of that podcast.
Yeah.
And thanks again to our roundtable crew that we had at Murphy's that night. That audio that I put at the end of the episode was that. So thanks to all you folks. And do we have to say anything else about the Wrigley experience? I think we pretty well covered it.
I don't think
in
so.
the
Yeah.
4.5 hours.
I will say that the if you're looking for bootlegs for the home shows, they released the schedule for all the boots to come out.
When are they hitting?
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Seattle is coming out on the 11th. Seattle 2 is on the 18th. Missoula is also on the 18th. And both Chicago are on September 25th, and both Bostons are on October 2nd.
Sweet.
So Chicago is, September 25th. I can't wait to hear those from the comfort of my couch.
Yep. All the memories.
So, yeah.
I can't wait to hear night 2. I mean, I can't wait to hear both of them.
I want to relive it without all the drama going
the
on in my
emotional
head. Yeah.
turmoil
Yeah.
within our sweet Brad B.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right, bud. Well, should we actually intro this now?
Sure.
All right. We'll be back on Monday as usual. So just so everyone knows, thanks for letting us have a few days to catch our breath. We appreciate it, but we'll be back to normal on Monday. So
yeah, this is just so you know, this isn't like a regular proper episode. This is just us kind of messing around and throwing something out there since we didn't get anything done on Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, Brad had asked for, well, why don't you tell? You asked everyone for questions, right? On social media?
I did. I went on Facebook and the Twitters and the Instagrams, and it took me like 3 hours to figure out how to post, but I eventually came up with a post that said something about, we need questions about anything and everything that you'd want to hear for us, because we're going to be recording while we drive to and from Chicago. And we got a lot of good stuff. And so when we left Nashville and got lost a few times, then I pulled out the old iPhone and started reading through a bunch of questions. And I think most of these come from Facebook, and Twitter and Instagram we're going to do in another episode, because we got to those on the way home.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they were split up like that.
Yeah.
Right on.
So if you don't hear your question, it probably, well, God, I shouldn't even say anything. I shouldn't say nothing. I feel bad because I didn't read every single one.
That's fine.
But if I'm like,
there are a lot of questions, dude.
But I'm like, if you don't hear your name this time, don't worry, we'll read it next time. But in my head, I'm like, I know we didn't read all of them. So if someone's like, well, they didn't read my question this time, I'll listen to the next week's episode. And then we get to that episode,
You're gonna be
and I
so
still don't read it.
disappointed.
They're going to be so mad at me because they think they weren't good enough.
Man, you really
Like
took that ball and ran with it.
like Brad B didn't deem me and my question worthy enough to ask Brad Lyons.
Well,
And
hopefully,
that makes me feel bad because I don't mean to come off like that.
it's gonna be all right, bud. I think everyone's pretty understanding.
But some of them were like, this people asked the same questions a couple times.
Sure.
And dude, by the end of that trip, I was pretty out of it.
Oh, dude, I don't even remember the second round.
Coming home.
I'm gonna have to listen to that a little bit more closely before. We
Oh,
put that
you know
out.
what? Just because I'll probably forget this. When we were leaving Chicago, it was the day after. Must have been Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
We were following a car for like 20 miles, and they had, I think Iowa plates, and it said Pearl Jammer, like PERLJMR on the plates.
Oh yeah.
And they had a Stickman sticker on the side. I wonder if they listen.
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there.
You
I'm
just
not,
wonder if
look. This is for the listeners, not for you, Brad Lyons.
Okay. So, what are you asking everyone if they have a Pearl Jam license plate?
Yes.
Okay.
Not everyone, just that one person.
I can't deal with you today. Okay.
Okay.
I guess there's nothing I can do about it, though, huh?
Well,
I kind of have to deal with you.
are we done? Is this it? This is our last episode.
No. But,
I fucked it all up. I'm so sorry.
yep. Sorry, everyone. We're done. It's all Brad B's fault. You just heard it go down right here. No, we'll be back on Monday. So sorry, it's obviously not the best audio in the world because we're recording with a handheld, although it was a nice one. Still, there's a lot of noise in a car going down 80 miles an hour down the road.
And there's probably a lot of operator error mixed in here.
Do I just hit what? Yeah, don't worry. I think there's some of that on this one.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it out. So
I know.
Here are the Brads. Getting through some of our listener questions on our trip up to Chicago. And I guess that's it. We'll leave you guys with that and see you guys next week. Until then, I'm Brad Lyons.
Oh my God. I'm Brad Blazek
And
saying,
mm-hmm.
This is not for you.
Wow. I had a little bit more faith in you than that.
I thought we were going to do like an intro thing after, or an outro thing after we finished the intro that you would tag on after the question part.
Okay, well, we'll just get into the questions part and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I told you, dude. I don't know what we're doing. I'm all nervous. Like, what is this episode?
Oh, that's so good. Right. And we're in my car.
Yes.
On the road. We're probably only technically 30, 40 miles outside of Nashville, but we've gotten lost twice.
Right.
It's all Brad B's fault.
I'm the one driving.
No, I'm the one driving.
That's right.
It's all my fault.
I'm the one telling you where to
It's
turn.
both of all.
Make sure
we
you
can
turn
own it.
here.
We can own it together.
Make sure you turn on this road. Did I miss it? Oops.
Yeah,
I heard that 3 times.
It's obvious that this is our first road trip together, and we're kind of learning how we do things because we're arguing like a married couple. But yeah, man, on 65 North, and it's all becoming real to me now that I'm finally gonna get to see Pearl Jam in the flesh
in Chicago.
At Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
I'm
So
psyched.
you've been to Wrigley Field.
I've been to the field.
You've seen a
before.
game there?
Not seen a game.
You've been inside or just around the Wrigley Field?
I don't think I've been inside.
Okay.
I was playing one of the times I was in Chicago. I think think we hung out around Wrigleyville.
Well, Metro is like right
I've played
down the street.
Metro, but there's another time that I was playing somewhere else, but we ended up hanging out down around Wrigleyville.
The Cubby Bear. Have you ever played Cubby Bear?
Does not sound familiar.
Okay. That's literally across the street.
Okay.
The big marquee, famous marquee.
Right.
And they have shows there. But I mean, it's a little tiny bar.
Gotcha. All right, so we're kind of, I don't know, we're kind of playing it by ear. We don't have like some written out way we're going to do this episode.
Well, we've got 6 hours to just record.
Yep.
So just
But
till we get there.
we will definitely, you guys have, actually maybe that would be a good way to start. Maybe not all of them, because it sounds like we got a lot of questions from people.
Yeah, I posted on all the socials that we were road tripping and give us some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
So maybe let's start the trip off with a few of the questions.
all right, let me pull this up because
right.
I'm always ready.
You are.
Oh, God.
Woo!
Something went wrong. That's not great.
What do you mean something went wrong? What does that mean?
It just means the signal's not great.
Oh.
Let me see.
God, I hope Long Road is one of the openers of these two shows. What do you think the
Yeah.
chances are?
Uh-oh. Chances of Long Road?
Long Road.
Oh, dude, 50-50. I really think we're going to get Long Road and Release one night and the other night.
Okay,
Now.
split them up
Yeah. But they might do what they did in Seattle, where they play both.
back to back.
Back to back.
I
will
think I would
die.
have a stroke.
That would be fucking awesome. And then we get Oceans Night 2. Oh.
Dude, if it was a one night show, not 2 nights, and they did Long Road into Release into Oceans and then into
Dude.
Corduroy to really start the set, that would be
with the
fucking dope.
the Interstellar Overdrive
Yeah,
in the beginning.
yeah.
Oh man,
Dude, that'd be sick.
that would be great.
All right, you got some of these questions pulled up?
I do.
We ready to go?
Yes. Let's see. These ones are from Facebook.
Okay.
We got stuff on all 3 of them, but
All right.
we'll start with Facebook. A couple people asked, including Joe White, what the best road trip playlist would be. Now, he didn't specify Pearl Jam, so I mean, I would have to have some AC/DC thrown in
Okay.
there. I think that's like, if you want some just driving music, especially a trip like this,
Right.
AC/DC every time. Back in Black, some, is it Let There Be Rock? Is that the live album?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Wow, mine would be radically different. Playlist. Okay, so if it was a Pearl Jam playlist, I have playlists on my phone that kind of like mimic the kind of like mixtapes I used to make when I was a
Right.
kid. So I've got like a slow burn mix that's just full of like Release, Long Road,
No, none of that.
Wash.
I wouldn't have any of that.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. That is one of my playlists. But that's not for obvious reasons anyway, because it's kind of down. That's typically not what I'm going to listen to on the road. I'm going to listen to my, I guess, like Pearl Jam rock mix. So it's all like Last Exit, Do the Evolution, Rival, like all the like energetic kind of like badass songs.
Yeah.
So that would be the playlist I'd use on the road if it was Pearl Jam. Now, I mean, unless we want to stop and think about it, I can't give you what a playlist would be, but I can tell you right now I'd be listening to, if it wasn't Pearl Jam, definitely Metallica. Not just because they're one of my favorite bands, but
Yeah.
I love listening to them when I'm driving.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind listening to the Black Album. Like the whole Black Album all the way through, it's like not too thrashy,
Yeah.
but not too Load era
Yeah.
either.
See, I think I would. For me, in my go-tos are going to be Lightning.
Yeah, I would throw in some.
Lightning.
I'd throw in some Thrashers,
Sure.
Puppets, Disposable Heroes, Jump into Fire.
It's funny. See, mine would be a mix of the three. It would be Lightning, Puppets, Justice. I actually don't think I would go to the Black Album. If I wasn't listening to one of the three albums I just named, I'd probably go with some
you're
like
talking
load, reload
full,
shit.
full albums?
I'd probably pull from those records.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The new Brandy Carlisle record is The Jam. What else? I listen to a lot of pop.
You're not big into bootlegs, but like
No.
the Metallica in Mexico that came on the Binge Purge live shit.
Yeah.
I listened to that helping my parents move from Florida to Tennessee.
Right.
And I look, cause it's like 2.5 hours. That show. I listened to that helping them move. That was pretty cool. Because if you got like a huge chunk of time,
Yeah.
I like to like listen to a full show.
Yeah.
Because in my regular life, I don't have time to listen to a
Right,
2.5 hour bootleg.
It's true. I don't know if that was a good answer, but
Yeah, for me, it'd be mostly heavier stuff.
Mastodon. I listen
oh,
to
yeah.
Mastodon a lot when I'm driving.
Let's move on. Randy Sobel asks,
Hey, Randy.
cast Pearl Jam in a movie. What actors would play?
Oh
them?
my God.
Which band members? This is hard.
That's hard, dude.
Well, Eddie would be. I mean, as far as looks, like Cameron. What's that dude's? Not Cameron.
Here we go.
Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. I was thinking Cameron Crowe.
For the older Eddie,
Yeah, he looks a lot like him. And when he's got his long hair.
I never thought of that.
Oh, dude.
What about young Eddie though?
Oh man.
Who's gonna take young Eddie? Because Eddie, honestly, I mean, other than people age, he doesn't look drastically, other than his hair.
Well, just put a wig on him. On Russell.
No. That'd be hard. Young Eddie, casting young Eddie, that'd be the hard one, I think. And I think for all these guys, I can't think of any famous actors that are automatic, like, oh, so-and-so Stone.
Yeah. Well, and I don't
It
I don't
feels
even know
like it would be like a bunch of unknown actors that they, like, searched for.
Yeah.
Just specifically
Yeah.
to, like...
I
cover
don't
those
really
people.
know a lot of current young actors,
Then there's that.
So
Yeah. Man, I feel like I'm striking out on this one. I have to think about it some more.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back.
Come back to it.
Jeff Gray went crazy with the questions.
Jeff!
Best Pearl Jam opening act. For me, this is easy.
That they've had?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Do I?
No. I don't. Do you know Black Motorcycle Rebel Club? Is that the club?
Yeah.
They've opened for them.
Black Rebel Motorcycle
Are they?
Club.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Are they kind of just
Straight ahead.
dirty rock and roll?
Yeah. No, they're good.
I should check them out. My pick would be Bad Religion. I love Bad Religion.
Okay.
I know you hate them.
I don't hate them.
You were fucking with me one day, and I
Yeah.
thought you were being honest. All right, Jeff Gray. If you could go back and see any past Pearl Jam show, what would it be? This is the dude that also asked for the most important, iconic top 5 shows, which we talked about this. That's going to be a whole separate.
That's an
podcast series,
episode.
but we could dip into it a little bit, like.
We could talk about some of our favorite shows. It wouldn't be the definitive answer to his question, though, for me.
Yeah. I mean, like going back old school, like the show where they filmed the Even Flow video.
Yeah.
I'd be cool to be at that show.
Yeah.
Any early show. I mean, is it too obvious to say the first one at the off
That's what I
ramp?
was going to say. I mean, that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, definitely that show. Get to see Eddie all meek.
Any of the album shows, like 10 would have been fucking awesome. No Code is one I would have killed to have been at that. That was Moline, Illinois.
I listen to that boot a lot, actually.
Yeah. Just because that was the first time they did that, played an album, and like I was like following along on
So
Like
No
the-
Code was the first time they played an album all the way through at a show?
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they played. No, they did play Avocado in.
Oh, they've done that
Turn?
record?
Yeah,
So what's
but
left?
that was like 2006. That was
They
like
haven't done Backspacer, they haven't done Lightning Bolt, they haven't
Vitology.
done Vitology, they haven't done Riot Act. Have they done Riot Act?
No,
No. That's 4. Is there anything else? They've done
I
done
wanna
10, they've done Versus, they've done
No Code.
No
Yield,
Code Yield.
Binaural.
Oh, they did Binaural.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's just 4 records.
Well, yeah, like I said, they did Avocado like when it first came out, and it wasn't that, for some reason, it wasn't that big a deal.
Right.
But when they played No Code, like I was following along, like on the Pearl Jam board on the porch, because they have a thread, like a live thread, where someone posts songs
Right.
as they're going along, and it was like they played, they didn't start off with it. They played a few songs, and they played Sometimes, and like that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
they play Hail Hail, and you're like,
Oh
are
shit.
they
Yeah.
doing this, or is it just like they just happen to play 2 songs together,
Right.
and then is it Who You Are?
Who You Are.
Yeah. Holy shit! People start freaking
Oh
out.
God! And then
That was
in my
pretty-
tree. God, if
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah.
it in my tree. Woo! All right,
That was pretty exciting.
we'll do a whole episode on that. But,
Yeah.
what,
yeah,
what
I-
did they play in Toronto? What was the
Binaural.
Toronto show? Binaural.
Yeah.
That's right. I listened to that one.
That'd be cool too. That'd be a good one to be. I would, any of the album shows I would love.
Okay, cool. What's another one?
Which, this is Jeff's last question.
All right.
This is more for you, I think. Which Pearl Jam song suffers most from a lack of a slide whistle?
All of them. That's the only correct answer.
He did say, hint, it's not I'm Open.
You know what's awesome? I happen to be an engineer and a producer that has a studio.
Mm-hmm.
You play. I'm doing bunny quotes right now, people. You play slide whistle. We'll just do a version of all the
Yes.
records where I'll have you overdub slide whistle, and we'll release it to our friends.
I'm
listeners.
on vacation all week.
I would never spend my time doing that. All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, this is one I'm super interested in.
Okay.
This is from Chris Griffin. He wants Brad L. to give a list of all the bands he's been in / on tour with.
Oh, you mean all the people you've never heard of? Let's see. Wow, this would be hard. I actually don't think about this very often.
Dig? What's the band? Splat?
Splat.
Splat.
Yep, Splat. Now, bands I've been in, I mean, I was in a band all through high school and into college until I quit the band and moved up to Nashville. No one knows who they were, obviously.
Shout them out.
Jennifer Knapp,
No, what was the name of the band?
Waiting for Daniel. My first real gig was a girl named Jennifer Knapp. Toured with her for years. I got another girl named Jenny Owens. She's amazing. Singer-songwriter. She's blind, plays piano. That was interesting touring with her. She has great
Did you do any
music.
I won't say that. I don't want to be rude.
A girl named Lee Nash. She's the lead singer of Sixpence None the Richer. Did a bunch of her solo stuff with her. Oh my God. Aaron McCarley was my last gig before I left Nashville.
Oh, what was the band with it's you and Tony?
Yeah, Frizz.
Frizz. I can never remember that name.
Yeah, me and Tony Lucido, who now is one of the
Bass.
most known bass players in Nashville. I'll just put it this way: if you listen to the top 10 country charts,
Like you do.
yeah, like all of us do, he's probably playing bass on 8 of the songs in the top 10 at any given moment.
Is that gonna?
Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, Hunter Hayes, like tons of.
Oh, I saw Hunter Hayes with Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Kid Rock. Anyway.
Oh, Hunter Hayes, I think he came out and did one song
Okay, cool.
with Taylor.
Yeah, but then there's just tons of people I played for over the years that were just like not the like fill-in gigs. Like, hey, can you come fill in for a weekend?
Metallica.
Filled in one time with Jars of Clay for a little show because their lead
what was
guitar
that song?
player, Flood.
Yeah, how's it go?
I could swim after 40 days and the
Did you play that song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sing background vocals on it too.
I could tell.
It's a high G.
You do it just like that?
Yeah, I mean that was it. Tons of people.
Who did you just play with this last week? Did you mention that?
Elise Davis?
Yeah.
She's great. She's considered country. I don't think she's country at all. Anyway, yeah,
I've been listening to her, the Crocodile. What's the album that's not released yet?
Cactus.
Yeah.
Coconut Crocodile. It's a C.
There's a few of those songs available right now.
Yeah.
I've been checking those out
Haven't
because
released a single.
between you and Clint, it's like all I've heard about.
Well, and
It's-
if you guys don't listen to Metal Up Your Podcast, Elise's main songwriting partner is Clint. So both these records, he's co-written over half the songs on both records. So there's another Clint connection there. Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, I got to play. That's why I like looking at this, old set lists of Pearl Jam. Because I always remember, like, the first time I played The Gorge in Washington, knowing Pearl Jam had literally been on the stage. Playing The
Right.
Moor. We were just listening to The Moor.
Oh, you played there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Played a bunch of places in Seattle where I was on the stage just going, like, Kurt's been here,
Yeah.
Eddie's been here, Stone,
Chris.
you know. And I typically set up on Mike's side when I'm playing live, so just standing there playing lead, knowing this is the spot where Mike
Right,
stood
yeah,
playing
yeah.
and stuff, was always really cool over the years, getting to play those venues.
I get this question not a lot, but like, where can people find your music?
Well, my first attempt at an album, which is the only thing that's out, unfortunately, it's on iTunes.
It is?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now because I thought I had looked it up before and there was nothing there.
Unless they were like, wow, this guy hasn't sold any records in a long time. We're just taking him off.
This gets no streams.
No, it gets streams. I get to look at my Spotify report
A
of
whole new world.
half of
10
it.
steps. 10 steps.
Yeah.
What the fuck? War. What is it
Yeah, it's a
good
cover.
for?
It's a
Okay,
cover,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
No, I still stand behind the songs on that record, but I, like anyone else, the second you get done with it, you think of 1,000 things that you would have done differently, or you did wrong, or my voice was so different, and I was still getting comfortable singing.
Can we pause this and listen to it?
Yeah. I love listening to myself sing. It's my favorite.
Is your song, is that a cover?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They're all originals.
All right. I know you make covers.
I think two of the songs on that record I co-wrote with Clint. Yeah, I feel like I've talked way too long about me.
Okay, let's move
So-
on.
Oh, and there is a song coming out, sorry, if you're asking. I'm in a new band that I sing and play lead.
Oh, yeah, you still... I was wondering
We
about
just finished our first single.
Cool. That's the ones
But
I
I
was with you last time when we went and talked to them.
I don't remember.
You had like your first like sit down meeting with these dudes. They were
Oh,
like,
yes.
Is that them?
I think that was them.
Or is that not them?
Or it could have been someone I was
Don't
working
talk
with.
about them.
Anyway. But yeah, we're about to release our first single on a 7-inch. But I split lead vocals with, her name's Becca Fox.
Yeah, that's...
She's awesome. And on this particular single, she's singing lead and I'm just singing backgrounds. So the next song we're recording and putting out will be me.
School like this, like sitting like
Should
that.
be.
But-
So let's do like one or two more questions and we'll take a break.
Okay. Danny B says places most likely to meet a member of Pearl Jam.
Most likely.
The airport. You know, Mike usually is out about walking around. I see a lot of people on Facebook posting pictures with him. So like, well, by the time this is out, But like,
If I knew where they hung out as individuals, that'd be different. But I don't know.
yeah. Oh,
it'd be
is
trying
that-
to
you
find
think that's
them.
what he means? Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you could probably meet Eddie at a Cubs game. Like the last couple of days, he was at some games. But yeah, I don't know. Jason Hadding, what are some new covers you'd like to hear them perform? You know what I would love to hear? Do you know the song? What is the name of that song? Now I can't remember. What's some covers you'd want to hear?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind, I would love to hear Eddie / Pearl Jam figure out, do some Leonard Cohen songs. Because Leonard Cohen's probably like my favorite solo artist, period. And to hear Eddie do a take on something like Famous Blue Raincoat or... Oh my God, there's a million songs I'd love to hear him do. 1,000 Kisses Deep. There's tons of Cohen songs that I would love to hear him sing those lyrics and what he would do melodically and stuff like that.
Now, that's a dude that I'm familiar with the name, but I don't think I've ever heard anything except is it Hallelujah?
Yeah.
What kind of music?
You would hate it. Hate it.
But is he like an old man?
He's dead now.
Okay.
He just died. One of the sadder days of my life. Him and Johnny Cash. That was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things. And Chris Cornell,
Does he
obviously.
sing like an old man, though? Does he sound like
Yeah.
an old man? Okay. Maybe I have.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like, people that don't like Dylan or Neil Young are the same people that don't like him.
I mean, I like Neil Young. I don't know about Dylan.
Well, I mean, as far as like their voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to hear some Leonard Cohen covers. I mean, they already do. I mean, Crazy Mary, the Victoria Williams
Yeah.
song, is such a slow, lyric-based kind of jam. I'm trying to think. I'd like to hear, just because they've done it and it was cool. I'd love to hear what they do with a couple, maybe another Brandi Carlile song. Man, I don't know, dude. That's hard.
I love this old song. It was one-hit wonder called 96 Tears.
Okay.
You know that song?
No.
I bet if you heard it, you'd know
Maybe
it.
if I heard it. As you know, I'm admittedly like not good with song names.
I love that song. That would be just be a weird. It would be a weird song to hear them play, but it would be cool. But especially with Boom in the band, if you knew the song off the top of your head, you know there's like a weird. It's like a weird organ type part to it. That'd be awesome.
This might sound weird, and I just thought of it just now, but
Yeah, man, get weird.
it'd be cool to. This would be Eddie specific. I'd like to hear him explore more of his. Like he does, like, you know, Michael Jackson reference in Rat. He does. Like, he obviously used to listen to a lot of kind of like
Yeah.
R&B / pop / soul type, maybe Motown type stuff. You know?
That'd be
The closest they have to any of that is Come Back. That's a
Yeah.
very Otis Redding, old soul kind of stuff. But I'd like to hear him on his own kind of tackle some of that stuff. I
Yeah.
think it could be interesting. But,
All right, let's do one more.
all right.
Craziest thing that they could do at the show that you didn't expect, but you totally love if they did. It's kind of a crazy. That's Joey Goodsir.
Joey.
Good day, sir. Craziest thing they could do at a show. I mean, me. I'll throw this out. This would be crazy, but if they did it right, I think it would be fucking awesome if they either did a giant screen with like, you know, production stuff on the screen behind that. Even like
If they took like one show and did like
Yeah.
a Pink Floyd type
Yes.
production
Yeah.
kind of thing,
And fucking
or Tool
shit,
type,
yeah. Shit blowing up. And even like a photo collage, like a 25 year anniversary type thing, which I think we just passed that, but just like an anniversary thing with a bunch of different pictures. I would love something like that.
Yeah.
And I think they probably wouldn't do that just because it might be kind of cheesy. But I think if they did it right, it'd be cool.
Yeah, I think this. You were scanning through questions earlier, and I think this kind of. Well, it just reminds me of one of the questions you said earlier, and maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but someone asked about like production. With them.
That was Christy. We'll
Oh, it's
get
Christy.
into hers later,
Okay.
but yeah, we can talk about that.
Without getting into that question, like it would be cool because they don't have set lists. You know, people like it's harder for like lighting guys, especially stuff like that, to really have kind of a programmable. I mean, they could do it, especially. I'm sure they've had the same guy forever.
Yeah.
A band like Pearl Jam.
I think it's actually a female.
Is it?
Keely? Isn't it
Okay,
Keely?
cool. Yeah, all that to say, it would be cool to see one show just like produced to the fucking nines and just see creatively what they would do with that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know what the question meant by crazy. I mean, crazy would also be like have a Red Hot Chili Peppers night and they all just come out with socks on their dongs.
Oh
you know what I
shit,
mean?
yeah. I would
That's
love
crazy,
that.
too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I wouldn't want that, but
Yeah, what if they did a bunch of covers?
that'd be great boot to have. I wouldn't want to be at the show. Like a whole show of covers?
Yeah.
Nah. No. Their songs are too good.
Alright. You take a break here?
Yeah.
Did I hit pause or hit stop?
Good stuff.
Sure.
Yep.
I died and you just I died and you watched. I died and you walked by and said no. I'm dead.
Fuck yeah.
West Palm Beach.
You're West Palm
98.
Beach, bitch.
Hey, bro. What's up, man? You're back? We're back?
Sure.
Can you hear? Is it any better at all?
Not really. I'm just gonna crank. Hold on.
Bagel.
Bagel.
I'm Instagram live right now,
Oh, really?
but they can only hear my side because you're not with me.
I bet you're loving that.
The people? Yeah, they
No,
love it.
you. You're
Oh.
loving that. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Right?
I love that they can't hear you. Oh, here we go. I'll show. Well, I'll wait to show that. But yeah, this is. Can you still hear me?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
Okay.
Are we good?
I mean, okay. Okay.
Are you recording all this?
I mean, it's okay, but it's also
course you are.
this.
Oh my god.
Hey,
That's
take a
not
look at
on-
this.
That's not.
You come this way, and I got a whole bunch of this for you.
Oh my god. They can't hear you, but you're
I
making.
know. I'm just making you laugh.
Yeah, Lions is making me laugh. So, because you guys can't hear him, but.
I wonder if she can do it.
No, Rose! What's wrong with you?
She wants to do it.
That's fine. Get her your own. I don't want her licking on that.
Why? Where are you at?
Oh my God!
What?
What? I
Because I
just
have
came
no
into
idea
that. Hearing you yell,
She-
I don't want her licking on that.
She's trying to get my dog to play the slide whistle.
Oh my god, it's genius. Because then you won't use it.
Oh, that's a good point.